Hey there, Andrew from C1D Paintball. This video is shot at Warzone Paintball on the market map. Now, the first two videos we did at Warzone that we released were based on the market map, and we played quite a few games on all the other fields and released quite a few videos on the other fields. So we're back here, and we actually haven't played since that first day. So all those other games you saw, we played even more games. We played probably 15, 20 more games at the field after those first two market games. This is the first time we're back. However, a team with myself, Connor, Charlie, and Thomas, well, the first three of those, everybody but Thomas, we're members of the field. Even though Connor and I only played it twice, Charlie's played a lot more, we know a lot more about it. We played it the first day, we watched games as we were there waiting in the staging area near it. So we know what to do here. Now, basically, for this map, both spawns have their pros and cons. But whoever's spawning at the building on the north side, they have a great defensive area to start in, but they need to get out and take a position in front, or they can easily get pinned. Well, you know what? Not easily get pinned, but if they make the mistake of not going out quick, it's tough for them to get out. We're on the other spawn, which is the open block area. From spawn, getting out of there, there's a chance of getting hit, but it's all about knowing the sight lines and everything. And as we go into this one, we are really pumped. It's 5-on-5. We've had quite a few videos with these two teams. Our fifth guy is a soldier. Their five guys are buddies. The soldier's buddies are actually very well organized. Really great games all day, and we know this one's gonna be a dandy. Now, I guess the takeaway, the theme to this, as I reviewed it and edited and made the little script I follow here, is that the five of us kind of end up going on a front right at them, all across the entire field. So while I mentioned that the other team can get pinned in there, but they have that good defensive footing. So if we were rushing up like that, them staying there and the chance of getting pinned, is bad. But if we're rushing up and we're not smart, they can pick us off, so that defensive strategy can work. But when you're doing that defensive strategy, as the team advances against you, if you don't get out, the clock is against you. So the takeaway is how we advance as a unit on this one. Now, Connor and I are going to take the right side. Previously, when we played on this map, I went left and he went center. So we're both going to go right. We're going to both work as a team here. Our other three players are going to go center and left side. I mentioned we're all going to end up advancing as a front, so that's the general layout of it. But you know what? The best way to show you that is to let the video play. Hey, buddy. You sucked it up. I got an extra pair. They're just size 10s that are 9.5. Like I said, you can walk up there, you can easily flank left here. I'm going to go on the right to try to hold them up, even though it sucks. You know this map well. You know the map. These guys are going to run in. They don't know where to put. Running in, Donnie? We're going to take right, hold them up on that side. See what happens, why not? So Connor and I had advanced to about this spot in the map. He's slightly ahead of me. He's got an angle in the middle here between these barricades. He can actually see through pretty well to the enemy bunker where they're holed up. Now my job right now where I am, and even when I'm going to move up shortly, is to make sure this outside here to the right of the bunker is kept, the enemies are kept out of there. To be honest, it's really difficult for them to advance there. But if they get lucky, if they run and they can make it to the second or third barricade, we're a bit of trouble. So my job is to keep them out, but Connor, my job is to keep them out this side. But with Connor being here, by the way, not only does he have a good line of sight up the middle, he can help me on the right with callouts, but he can also help the other teammates of ours on the inside. Always good to go in with one shot and you're fucking situational awareness. It's a polite way to say pay attention. Went into this game, my airline was in. I had my marker cocked. It was not on safety, but I only had like 2 shots in the mag. So luckily I'm behind cover, so I can switch out the mags. And for Andrew, just having a basically empty mag, that's not bad for me, really. I have and can do, and I think the term is I can and have done much worse.
You see that that red stacked barrel? There's one guy right behind it.
So this little shot right about here is the enemy spawn building that they seem to be staying behind right now. And it's this right side that I've got to make sure no enemy advances out of. So I push up ahead. I'm ahead of Connor now. He's same spot where he was before, but he's got a good view. He can call out to any of our teammates on the field, and he can see that main bunker. And where I'm sitting here is I got this green barricade and the drums. Now I can lean over and peek and take a look, but I got to be quick because the enemy can see me when I'm peeking from that area, whereas Connor, who's lined up there, he can see through pretty well, but they can't see him as well. Now I am going to lean over and take a quick peek here, but the main part of how we're set up here is Connor can do the call out, so I don't have to take too many risky looks from either side of this barricade I'm behind. So in an attempt to peek around that barrier ahead of me and not get hit, I'm really low to the ground here, but because of the angle, I can't really see up over the barricades ahead of me. So I gotta be careful, and you could probably hear before all the pings going off the barrels in front of me because they know I'm here. So for the next sequence, you're actually gonna hear Connor tell me that he spots an enemy, and it's actually after a near miss on me. And he'll actually fire shots between that green barricade and the barrier, and you'll see shots actually glance off the side of it as he grazes it. Another one of these times where you're on the field and the action's heated and the paint's flying, that really, it's part of the game I really love. Makes me feel alive, makes me feel happy I'm not getting hit by it, at least not in that sequence. Connor supporting me through there and doing a great job. So Charlie's to the left here, so right in the middle, and he can see the left side of the building. So Connor and I are kind of got mid and right, and Charlie's got mid and left. And this emphasizes why we don't want that guy ahead of us to pick off Charlie, because Charlie's a good shot. He fires a lot of paint, very accurate. Other 2 teammates are with him as well, so we got to protect him there because we're getting the front now. So we're advancing up here. We can see the left and right side of that bunker the enemies are at, so we have them in a good spot, but doesn't mean we can afford to lose anyone. Little glare from the sun on the camera case around the camera, going like this because the camera's usually here. This was like 6 or 7 games deep into a day of paintball, so you wipe the mask after a lot of games and just didn't wipe it that great here. I'm firing shots. There's the bunker you can see around this area, and I'm firing shots into it. I don't actually see people in the window. They were kind of moving back and forth. Basically firing in there, I'm hoping to get a little bit of luck. Luck is a big part of paintball. Luck is a big part of a lot of sports, so pinning them down, keeping them down, and who knows, maybe getting them.
Right here, behind that barrel.
So we do have a ex-Canadian Forces soldier playing with us, and you can see behind behind me here, he's advancing up, and Connor's still behind him acting as Overwatch. So we're advancing here on a pretty good front. And so with him advancing there, up where Charlie is, we also have Thomas. I don't know where he is exactly right now, but I know he played a little bit left wide there. And confirmed all 5 of us at this point of the game are alive. Okay, the play starts up again. I'm going to say that they got a camper. I know a lot of times you say that, especially like video game stuff. The guy's camping, it's like an insult. Poor choice of words. It's just that they're in there and they're waiting for us. It's a strategy. It's not a weak strategy, especially in this scenario. They're in a weaker spot to attack. They got a good defensive spot. It's harder for them to come out. We're advancing up. They're doing what I would expect at this point in time, not taking huge risks to get out. So I'm not insulting them saying they're camping, but I'm just pointing out that, yeah, they're entrenched. They're dug into that spawn point in that building.
Fucking camping. I got him covered.
All right, so the soldier who's playing with us, he spots an enemy, he calls him out, and sure enough, across my line of sight, there comes the enemy.
You having fun yet, gentlemen? I know. I saw him left window, but that was a while ago.
So communicating with my teammates here, I mentioned somebody's camping. We're talking about who's at what window, and I mentioned, well, that was a while ago. But we're communicating. It is, some of it's old information. Some of the window was a while ago, but it's just the key part. You got to communicate. In this map, it's not super duper stealthy. They generally know where you are. So communicating like this, nothing wrong with it. And I'm focusing. The right side is my side here. We're still going to communicate. We see little things on the corner to the left. Well, the left side is my teammates, but they're my teammates. Got to talk. They got to let me know what's going on, and we'll let them know what's going on.
The water barrel. Water. Yeah. I know, I got him. No, he's out. Let the guy go. Let the guy go.
All right, so a little confusion here. By the way, I used a tactic that pretty common tactic where you kind of have an obstacle on an obstacle, so a couple of barrels with one on top where you shoot from one side, then you move around, you shoot from the other. So this way it might catch the enemy off guard. Very basic stuff, but a lot of people don't know about it. So the guy who walked across my line of sight there that actually the soldier had warned me about, well, I'm taking shots at him here, and we're calling each other out. The guy's already hit. He walks off the field, so too much communication? I don't think so. You know, at least we're aware of what's going on. So I knock him out. He's getting off the field. Things are looking good.
Hit a guy. I think he's on the back right, keeping me from going up.
All right, so there's that right side of the building, behind the building. The guy's popping in and out of there. You can even jump into the building, use the windows, but right now he's popping back and forth there, so that's why I gotta watch out with my peaks. Not easy to get him because he's kind of got there's a slight angle on the building, so when you shoot, it kind of veers away from. It's hard to explain, but trust me, the only real way to catch him is if he leans over too far, or if I kind of lean and go around to the right exterior of the map, but I would be too exposed to do that. And even though we knocked one of them out, at least one that I know of right now, we're doing too well. There's no time limit on this, so you know what? I don't have to take big risks at this point in time.
One on the right, one in the window!
So yeah, this is really not like me. When Connor and I are taking up, we're the two guys on one side of the field. Usually he's the one advancing. I've advanced up for the second time here. No knock on Connor because he's got a hell of a view back there. He's firing shots, and you couldn't hear, but in the last sequence, he was actually communicating with Charlie. So doing a great job kind of anchoring the quarterback back there. And, you know, I'm also making call outs. I know we got a guy on the right side of the building. We got at least one guy inside the building. So, yeah, we're advancing up. Teammates are with me too, the other teammates. So this is a big front all along, going towards that building where the enemy spawned, doing what we should be doing. And once more, all of us on our team are still alive at this point.
I'm got an angle of the guy at the right. I see him. I haven't got an angle.
So I fired some shots at that enemy on the right side, and he isn't gonna sit there and take it. He shoots right back at me, sends me ducking for cover. Connor's firing shots in there, a lot of talking. Now, a little bit blurry, but you can see now to my left, you got Charlie and you got the soldier. And once more, we got Thomas there too. So when I advance to this next barrier that I recently had done, my teammates on the left had as well.
He ain't fucking going anywhere. He's out. He's hit. How is he not hit?
Okay, so I use an expletive there that he isn't blanking going anywhere. Not calling a guy out for camping. It's just that guy's not moving anywhere, that defender. We gotta take our time. We can't take too many risks. He ain't going anywhere. We can't panic. We don't have to make any rash decisions here. You know, we haven't got him out, but he isn't gonna go anywhere. If he tries to go left or right, we'll see him and hopefully take him out. Now we got at least two enemies behind the main building here. We got the guy on the right, one guy inside. We're taking a lot of shots on the front of that building. Splattering everywhere. Even though the refs are excellent at Warzone Paintball, it's hard to tell sometimes when somebody's hit. So I, sit and question, was he hit? These things happen in it. But the ref was on top of it. Nobody was hit. A lot of splash. Trust me, I've defended in that building before, and you're gonna need to definitely wipe your mask off or camera, if you got a camera like me, when you defend in that area. So I'm kind of exposed here, upright, although I have this tree to my left in the event I need a duck. I mentioned about not taking chances before. We got confirmed there's one left. I'm gonna go up here. I don't mind being bait. I don't mind even necessarily getting knocked out, because if the guy's gonna get up and try to shoot me, we've got 4 other guns locked in. I got mine up too, so it's more like 5. So if he takes me out, he's probably exposing himself along the line of sight of somebody else on the front. I'll take one for the team if it means swapping out. All right, that tree did come in handy, kind of saved me. I ducked there, and you can see kind of blurry, but Connor mentioned he was coming up, but in the barrel cam, which is pointing at my handsome face, catches Connor's handsome face. We both have masks on, just trust me, we're handsome. He is coming up to join in on the soon-to-be end of the game festivities. Come on, you can see this happening. Look at the bottom. The video's gonna run out. It's we're, come on, you know it's coming.
Wait, we'll drop. Guys.
Game over.
Nice. No headshots, Lucky. It's just a headshot. Nice, guys. Surgical, boys. Surgical.
All right, clean sweep. We didn't lose a single player. It's not about winning and losing with C1D videos. I think that's clear if you watched more than 3 or 4 of our videos. But it's nice when these things happen. This is one of the days that we're gonna end up probably with 10 videos. Not pulling that number out of the air. 10 videos from the day's action. 2 good sides, 5-on-5. And trust me, each team won 5. So we did this clean sweep, but we got it handed to us a few times too. But it was nice because with no rentals or kids on it, we could be semi-serious. but not try hard. And just have a lot of fun on this one. But I mentioned before, or if I failed to mention, sometimes when I make these scripts and I talk into the camera, I realize, I said I mentioned that, but I didn't. Anyway, the attackers from where we started on this map have the advantage if the defenders don't get out right away, or if they just don't play a really smart type of defense. Now, these guys played a smart type defense, but they didn't get any breaks. They didn't knock any of us out. So yeah, clean sweep for this one. Interesting note, during the fist pumps, Connor mentions, he goes, nothing's breaking. He was taking shots, tons of shots, and they were hitting enemies, they weren't breaking. On the flip side, it was because of the heat and humidity on this day, he took a bunch off the collarbone, like 4 or 5, 2 series of volleys, I believe he said it. He might correct me later, but a couple of volleys, a bunch of shots off collarbone. They didn't break, so he stayed in the game. But for those guys that play a lot, you know those ones that don't break, they bruise, and the next day, I mean, right on the collarbone. Oh. Anyway, hey, it's the price you pay. That's it for this video. Hope you liked it. We got more coming out. Go out there, have fun, be a good example. You know, some games are like this where they're serious, more serious, and you know, great team play. You don't need to be ultra serious to have good team play. We advanced in the front. They kind of collapsed or communicating, trying to use the best of their defense in that. You learn from every game, but more important than that is just go out there and have fun. Don't cross the line. Don't be an idiot. If you're upset when people cross the line, you know, when you're playing, just let that reinforce, I don't want to be that guy. I'll be the good example, and we'll all be better, especially those new players, especially to the kids. We want to get them hooked on the game so that when we show up to the field, there's tons of people. There's not just like, oh, we're playing another 3-on-3. Don't want that. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Remember, at the end of the day, it's only a game.